At face value, we are introduced to Shima as a carefree, well-liked popular student, a perfectly written foil to our main character, Mitsumi, who on the other hand is ambitious and can be quite awkward at times. Even we as an audience were charmed by Shima right from episode 1. Who wouldn't be charmed by that kind smile and easygoing personality? But behind that very same smile is a person desperately keeping his head above water. Meet Sousuke Shima.
島宗介です
He was born and raised in Tokyo. His hobby is physical fitness, and he has no particular dreams. He's the master of reading the room. There's a reason why he's well-loved. He's such an expert, in fact, that he can sway the whole class's sentiments towards Mitsumi, who at this point, we know, hadn't made the best impression on her first day of school. He also displays this skill of his as we see him observe and interact with a number of characters. It's almost as if he can see through every person he encounters. At first observation, it's easy to think that Shima is just an extremely nice and considerate person. Which he is, I don't deny it, but there's definitely something more behind it. It isn't until later that we realize his overconsideration is truly people-pleasing. When Shima's asked to accept an acting role in class, despite his dislike for acting, he says yes. Before we get there though, let's go back to Shima's sentiments about acting. The first time it's revealed that Shima was a former child actor was when one of his upperclassmen recognized him, to which Shima quickly brushes off. With his usual smile, he denies ever being one, and more decisively later when the same upperclassman prods more. It's the first time we see Shima ever express frustration or even coldness, and instantly we, as the watcher, know that there must be something deeper behind it. What caused the ever so kind and easygoing Shima to draw such a hard boundary? Shortly after, Shima admits to Mitsumi that he was only ever an actor to make his mom happy. This conversation he has with Mitsumi shows us a true image of Shima's character. He isn't simply carefree as he lets out to be. He's terrified of people's expectations. The reason why he doesn't have dreams or goals is simply that the burden would be too much to bear. Thankfully, Mitsumi, our very best girl, comforts Shima that she would support him if he ever truly finds a goal to strive for. But is it really that simple? Can Shima continue to live this way without it ever hurting him in the long run? I mean, it isn't objectively hurting anyone else, right? Well, not exactly. Let's take a look at one particular conflict Shima faces. It begins on a rainy day. Midterms are nearing, students are losing morale, but Mitsumi is more than ready to overcome this obstacle. Where is Shima in all of this? Home, called in sick, and more accurately, he slept in, so he decided to skip school altogether that day. Upright and just Mitsumi can't wrap her mind around Shima's lackadaisical attitude. Rather, she's worried about how it would affect his future. Her worries are further ignited by the rumors surrounding Shima from middle school. The next day, Shima comes back tardy, but as laid back as ever. Mitsumi can't get past her worries though. This leads us to a quite awkward confrontation between the two about the matter. Mitsumi expresses her worry, and Shima answers passive-aggressively, rightfully so, even referencing a line Mitsumi's thrown at Shima before they became friends. This man can hold a grudge. Shima immediately apologizes right away, regretting his actions, but before they can come to any solution, Mitsumi runs away. Now, with some time apart, how do these two decide to approach their very first fight? Mitsumi concludes she's overthinking the interaction and decides to talk to Shima more the next day. Shima, on the other hand, expresses that he doesn't really see a point in an open talk, even after admitting that it hurt to have someone precious to him believe in false rumors about his character. Classic people pleaser. He reasons if things are fine, they'll stay fine either way. If they're not, no amount of talking would resolve that. Is this unhealthy mindset? Let's see the results. The next day, Shima acts as if nothing happened, and everything seemed fine. All nice and dandy. Right? No problem. Right? But this leaves Mitsumi hanging and panicking because it doesn't give her a chance to fully say what she truly wanted to say. There's no room to progress in communication. Both of them just stay in this state of stagnation, unable to get any closer to each other. And if Mitsumi left it like this, they would have just stayed that way. Fortunately, Mitsumi, my precious Mitsumi, is able to express what she truly wanted to express, which opens up an open conversation between the two friends, even allowing Shima to open up more about himself and finally admitting his true feelings too. And once again, these two grow even closer. See the harmful effects of people-pleasing? Yes, I'm talking to myself specifically. This manga really put up a mirror towards me and said, hey, boo. Now, this is the part of my analysis that things get theoretical, so take everything I say from here on out with a little bit of salt. One thing I wanted to dive deeper into is the root of Shima's personality. Where does Shima's people-pleasing come from? Why doesn't Shima have any goals and drive for his own life? Why is he so in tune with other people's emotions? I genuinely believe that, yes, being kind and considerate is all part of Shima's nature. But when he starts sacrificing his own happiness for others, is when I really have to pull back and wonder what he's been through. What path has he walked to become this way? Shima has always had an uninvolved family, even admitting they don't really spend all that much time together. It is an unfortunate reality for him. He even admits that much of his drive as a child actor was to simply make his mother happy. So, it's easy to conclude that maybe Shima's parents really struggled to give him the love and affection he yearned for as a child. No child should ever bear the burden of the need to make their parents happy. You should want to make your parents happy, but never need to. And as we take a closer look, we realize that Shima also has a younger brother that he himself is quite estranged to. His younger brother genuinely loves him and looks up to him, but somehow Shima is still estranged to him. Why is Shima so distant from his younger brother? He hadn't done anything the parents have done. He has nothing but love and affection that Shima may have never gotten from his family. And that, my friends, is the exact root of the problem. His younger brother was able to have love and affection. Shima's situation is an accurate portrayal of what commonly happens in families, specifically with siblings with a huge age gap. Parents grow up too. They learn, they get better, and that's exactly the type of parents Shima's brother got. Simply better parents. This doesn't mean Shima's parents aren't trying for Shima. We see in the last few episodes of the series, Shima's mom seems like she was ready to make amends with her son as she shows up to watch his play. But unfortunately, it will never get rid of the past that has essentially shaped Shima's world and personality. It will never fully heal the wounds he suffered through. His siblings will never experience the same things as he did, and his parents will never be the parents they used to be, since they themselves have grown up and matured from their mistakes. Unfortunately, Shima had to be the victim of those mistakes, all for his siblings' sake too. And again, this may be the ending of the anime, but Shima's story is not finished. In fact, the anime is the perfect exposition to his arc in the manga, and we can only hope for a better tomorrow for both Shima and Mitsumi.
どうしたいと思ってるかだろう。何かに一生懸命な人に責められてる気がするのは焦ってるからか。あんまり知らない女子に好かれてうっすら嬉しくないのは自信がないから。母さんが帰ってほっとした。見てほしかった。
シマ？
悪い、行ってくる。そういえば兼近先輩の舞台良かったよな。帰りに声かけられなくて悪かったな。いや、違う。かけなかった。
君には無理だ。
この感情は嫉妬だ。